welcome to my review of right now, I saw The Incredibles 2. Now you may be wondering, 2, that sounds like a movie that's really disgusting. No, like The Incredibles 2. Hi. Hey, Doctor Who. Let's review. So first, it's been 14 years since the original Incredibles movie. So there is definitely going to be a lot of adults in the movie theater. I looked down. There were a lot of adults. The only other kid than me were there was just a baby. Ready? Oh, hey, say hi. 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 Anywho, another thing is that, so there should be a lot of adults at the Incredibles 2 movie, and there was. And a Doctor Who that so far in the beginning, it was just the ending of the movie, of the original movie of the Incredibles. And it works like this. And we had changed rooms since Grandpa Randy wanted a place to watch TV. So, this is how the beginning of the movie went. Behold, the Underminer, just the ending of the first Incredible movie. I'm making a YouTube video.
Oh, you mean I'm on TV?
You're on the internet.
You gotta pay for that.
All of a sudden, just 1 second. So then all of a sudden, on this Glimmer show, this is what happened while they're fighting the Underminer. I'm stealing on the money at the bed. Hey, stop right now! Ow. I got an X. Wow. I sucked this giant man into this, tiny tube thing, which is, smaller than him. All of a sudden, the Underminer's vehicle thing, I'm just gonna, destroy the building. And they blame the superheroes, not the Underminer himself, the superheroes, for doing that. One, how idiot of a mayor you can be to make how idiot of anything. How idiot of a president of the United States can be to ban all superheroes. So then they're all sad because they can't use their powers. Actually, then all of a sudden, Frozone comes up to them and says, "Hey, you can be superhero still. I'm at the sky." Whoa, I am Frozone. Okay, stop talking about it. But then they beat this guy. And this guy is just, I don't know what his name is. I'm just gonna call him Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean talks about his backstory and how his parents were shot by burglars and tried to call superheroes or something, and then blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden, then Mr. Bean here says, "I can make superheroes legal again." No, you can't. If they're already illegal, then you can't make them legal. Unless you are the President of the United States of America. Or any other state that has that stupid law. So then all of a sudden Jack has powers. This one might do something. Let me... Blah, 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 okay, so, so far, he can go on fire, turn into a monster, has laser vision, pew lasers, and he can, did I mention he can turn into a monster? Jump scare. That wasn't that much. Jump scare. So all of a sudden this guy is like hypnotizes people or something. Is hypnotizing her or blah blah blah. Is defeated and turns out it's some pizza delivery guy or something. I don't know. La 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 la. I'm a pizza guy. So they arrest him and it turns out this guy and his name is like Screenslaver or Screensaver or Screenslaver or I don't even know. I think it's Screenslaver. I'm just going to call him Screensaver. So Screensaver, but he is still out there. Still out there. So then Elastigirl thinks, hey, if he's still out there, then I have an idea. Try to use my just a second. Just a second. She finds out that the girl, apparently like the sister of the guy Tycoon, this guy Mr. Bean of the Mr. Bean, it turns out that Screenslaver, all of a sudden she is nearly frozen to death and hypnotized by some glasses. So then all the heroes try to defeat the hypnotized people or something like that. I don't know. They just defeat the people who are hypnotized. Now she hypnotizes everyone. And then they're on this boat. And then, but the kids are now, but the kids now have to save Mr. and Mrs. Incredible or something. And, so then they lose Jack, then they find him back, then they lose him, then find him. So then this is the boat. This is, but all of a sudden, like, this is the inside of the boat. So then they defeat all the bad guys, blah, blah, blah. And then they're all reunited. Yay. And all of a sudden, the bad guy, they're all happy and think this is over. But then all of a sudden, the bad guy comes back. And then all of a sudden, gets arrested. So then, and I must say, there's this battle sequence between Jack and the raccoon. This is the raccoon, this is Jack. Powers, laser vision, fire, cloning yourself. These are clones. Okay then? And all of a sudden, the bad guy gets arrested, blah, blah, blah. And they stop the boat from crashing into the city or something, I don't know. And then they're all excited, yay. Wow. Oh, and when I went to the movie theater, I was looking around at all the ads, cardboard cutouts, and there's an ad that said, hey, buy hot Cheetos with cheese. So when I find out that the movie theater had hot Cheetos with cheese, I think they're just nachos, except with normal chips. They chose hot Cheetos. And I love hot Cheetos and cheese, and nachos, so nothing can go wrong. They're pretty hot. Like, no, don't take that. No. As in, like, the food was hot. I don't. Okay. The food was spicy. It was very spicy. And the taste was pretty quality. 10 out of 10 of food, but for the movie, it's like 8 out of 10. It was pretty good. And here are some honorable mentions. Oh, and every time I rate a movie, I also make like a little quote about it. So, and for The Incredibles 2, it's kind of incredible. Anywho, and here's some honorable mentions of. Wait a second. Oh, and this is how I feel about movie theaters. Blah, blah, da, da, babies crying. Da, 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 people on the phone. Da, da. Actually, not that much people on the phone, but. La, 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 people watching YouTube. La, 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 before watching the movie. La, 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 people are eating popcorn. Blah, and other foods. Blah, blah, la, la, la. That's how I feel about movie theaters. Any Doctor Who is that. Here's some honorable mentions of movie I have rated. For Terminator, I give it 9 out of 10. And for the quote I have for the movie Terminator is, I'll be back from the TV after I get my snack. Inside Out. If the emotions have emotional inception. And for the movie Up, why is the opening very messed up? And for Deadpool 2, I give it 200. I give it pi out of 10. And it's the best movie in the universe. Oh, and this, I guess there's this, like, wait up. It's like that. There's this new thing where people do this or something. I'm not sure. I don't focus that much on trends now. Since when I did go on trends, they were done. They're done. But hard to explain. But I think this is how you. I think this is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's how you do it. I'm not promoting the 666 sign. I'm just doing what I think is what it's like. Any Doctor Who. Last of all, I forgot the quote for Deadpool 2. What do you call a Deadpool that defeats a Cable and make it a movie? The best movie in the universe, baby. My rating for Karate Kid, 6 out of 10. And what's my quote? Karate Kid to Karate the Kid. Kid to Karate, Karate Kid, Karate Kid to Karate. Wow, that's hard to say. And last of all, my quote and rating for what's the matter here? Moana. I give it a 0 out of 10. And my quote for it is, whoever thought this was a good idea is either a person who doesn't actually know. Okay, my actual quote for Moana is, whoever thought this was a good idea should be fired from Disney headquarters. Anyway, that's all. That's all, folks. Well, goodbye. This is my review of The Incredibles 2, and I like that fight scene between Jack and the raccoon. Goodbye.